Call to order the regular meeting of February 16, 2026 of the Gurnee Village Board. Roll call, please.
Woodside. Ross.
Here.
Garner. Here. O'Brien.
Present.
Balmas.
Present.
Thorstensen.
Here.
5 present.
I'll stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. The first item on the agenda is public comments. Anything that is on the agenda, you can be free to come up to the microphone, state your name, and you have 3 minutes to make any comments you like on an agenda item. At the end of our meeting, we will have 1 hour in which anybody may make comments 3 minutes at a time on any item that's not on our agenda. So is there anybody that qualifies for the first public comment? There being none, on to approval of consent agenda.
So moved.
Motion
Second.
by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Ross. Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Balmas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
5 aye.
Motion carries. Pat?
Item number 1, approval of the minutes from the February 2nd, 2026 meeting. Item number 2, approval of ordinance 2026-04, approving a 3-year service agreement with Regroup related to emergency mass notification system. Item number 3, approval of a request from the Administration Department to dispose of certain administrative documents as authorized by the State of Illinois Local Records Commission. Item number 4, approval of the Public Works Department request to set a bid date of March 24, 2026 for the Fleet Garage renovation project, trench drains and doors. Item number 5, approval of payroll for period ending February 6, 2026, in the amount of $1,004,159.22. Item number 6, approval of bills for period ending February 16, 2026, in the amount of $2,100,998.59.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
By trustee Garner, second by trustee Thorstensen. Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Balmas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
5 aye.
Motion carries. On to petitions and communications. We're going to start with the administration of oath of office for the promotion of police officer Mark Sagowski to police sergeant. So, Chief, and take this one. Promotions are always an enjoyable part of our time that we like to promote from within, and the police department has done a great job of that, so today's another opportunity for that. So, Chief, take over.
Thank you, Mayor. This is very exciting. I've talked about this before when we promote sergeants. The sergeants are really the backbone of the police department. They have the largest lift, and not only do they have the largest lift, but they're the ones that create the culture and the climate. So Mark is going to fit right in. So Officer Mark Zlakowski joined the Gurnee Police Department in 2022. Mark came to the Gurnee Police Department from a neighboring jurisdiction where he served 9 years. Prior to beginning his police career, Mark worked for a police department in McHenry County as a records clerk and later as a community service officer. During Mark's 12 years in law enforcement, he served as a patrol officer, a juvenile officer, evidence technician, defensive tactics instructor, firearms instructor, bike officer, drone pilot, accident reconstructionist, field training officer. He's also served as a crash investigator for the Lake County Major Crash Assistant Team since 2015. Mark has received multiple unit citations and traffic safety awards throughout his career. He's the recipient of a life-saving proclamation in 2021 and was named the MCAT Investigator of the Year in 2020. Since joining the Gurnee Police Department, Mark has been a mentor to new officers and contributes significantly to the community and departmental initiatives. He actively participates in the Shop with the Cop, Cop on a Rooftop, Outrun the Cops, Citizens Police Academy, the new hire orientation training, and Junior Officer for a Day, just for a few. Mark graduated from Western Illinois University with a degree in law enforcement justice administration. He's married to his wife, Sarah, who's up here in front, and together they have 2 children, Rylan and Landon. Raylan and Landon. I apologize. Thank you. Thank you. My son would have done the same thing, so thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. We're going to promote Mark next week now. Congratulations. Yes. All right. After Mark gets promoted, he's going to serve as a patrol team sergeant. So, you ready, Mark?
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Mark Sokowski,
Having been appointed to the office of
have been appointed to the office of
Sergeant
Sergeant
in the village of Gurnee
in the village of Gurnee,
in the state of Illinois,
state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the state of Illinois,
state of Illinois,
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Congratulations.
All right, Landon, you ready? You got this?
Really got this.
Can I say anything? No. No. Thank you very much, first of all, for taking a shot with me as a lateral. But thank you very much for this opportunity.
Landon, I put my dad's going to store on.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my wife and my kids. You guys have been by my side the entire time.
Wait for that.
Yep. And thank you for everybody, all the guys in the back. Obviously wouldn't be possible without you guys either, but thank you very much.
Get your wife and put your son up here and get some pictures.
Thank you.
Be interesting. That's pretty good. I'll put it out right away.
Oh, they brought quite the crowd.
Go.
Okay, on to the next item. It's approval of my recommendation to appoint Matthew Rose as alternate PSEBA hearing officer. So is there a motion?
So move. Second.
Motion by trustee Garner, second by trustee O'Brien. Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Motion passes, thanks. Item 3, presentation by Community Engagement Coordinator Matt Trujillo Small Business Capital Grant Program update and proposed transformational grant recipient. Matt, straight up.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Village Board members. I'm excited to share an update on, thank you, on the Small Business Capital Investment Grant Program with you all. We're proud to be wrapping up the 5th year of this program, and the impact it's had on our local business community has been impressive. At the end of the presentation, I'll go over the transformational grant recommendation that our selection committee has prepared. Here's an updated overview of the Small Business Capital Grant Program. The program offers 2 types of grants, both structured one-to-one matches. The impact grant originally provided up to $10,000 and since then has expanded to $20,000 per site. The transformational grant introduced in fiscal year 2023 supports larger projects exceeding $100,000 and offers $50,000 per recipient. While we typically award 2 transformational grants annually, tonight I will be discussing a single recommendation. To ensure these funds are used, I guide applicants through the grant process, helping them meet all requirements and maximize their likelihood of success. I also work closely with the community development team to ensure permitting compliance for every project. To date, 58 businesses have received grants through this initiative, each contributing to Gurnee's economic landscape. Some businesses have received multiple grants. Each that you see here tonight is only counted once. So here's the breakdown. We have 20 restaurants, 14 retail outlets, 11 building owners, 3 entertainment venues, 5 hotels, 5 manufacturing businesses. Financially, the program's impact has been substantial. We have paid out $691,000 in impact grants, with $728,000 awarded to date. For transformational grants, $200,000 has been paid out, and then $350,000 has been awarded. The $150,000 difference there, those are the 3 transformational grants that were awarded in spring of 2025. Those projects are still in progress. And also the $350,000 does not include the proposed transformational grant that you'll see tonight. Combined, these grants have generated approximately $5.7 million in project investments for our community. In summary, the Small Business Capital Grant Program continues to play a vital role in Gurnee's economic revitalization and growth. Okay, as in previous presentations, I'd like to quickly walk you through the progress we've made over the past few fiscal years. In fiscal year 2022, we awarded $132,902 in impact grants to support our community's businesses. In fiscal year 2023, we paid out $148,132 in grants. And then in fiscal year 2024, we proudly awarded $161,000 and $832 in grants. And then in fiscal year 2025, we finished by awarding a total of $186,616 in grants, which was well above our usual $150,000, thanks to unused funds from previous years. You'll also notice on this table that many businesses took full advantage of the $20,000 grants award all at once. They didn't use it in chunks. Okay, we're now more than halfway through fiscal year 2026 and have awarded $98,668. The last 2 projects on this chart remain in progress. The rest have already been successfully completed. We still have about 2 more months for this money to be used, but I do foresee us being a little bit under the normal $150,000 for this year. I'd also like to note that out of the 58 businesses that have been awarded thus far, 17 have used their full $20,000 max for their site. Okay, now here's an update on the transformational grants awarded so far. One of the very first transformational grants was awarded in April 2023 for a proposed soccer facility. However, that business ultimately did not decide to pursue the project, and the grant was withdrawn. As a result, we were able to award an extra grant in April of 2025 to replace this project that didn't go through. This is why you see 3 projects listed under April 2025. Turning to grants awarded in April 2024, Top Shelf Ice Arenas project was completed and paid out. The proposed facade improvement for Gurnee East Point did not move forward within the 18 months, and the application was withdrawn. Those funds are now being redirected to support another transformational grant, which is the one being presented for your consideration this evening. I'm pleased to share both transformational grants we brought to you in October 2024 were successfully completed, and the funds have been fully distributed. This is the Comfort Inn and Country Inn and Suites projects, which I'll talk about shortly. The 3 projects we presented in April 2025 are still underway and have not been completed yet. Just as a reminder, those grantees have 18 months to finish their projects. The total awarded so far is $350,000 for the transformational grant. With the grants we're presenting tonight, our total awards will reach $400,000 for this grant. Okay, we all enjoy seeing some completed projects, so I've highlighted 3 projects that were finished in this past fiscal year. The first one is a $50,000 transformational grant for the Country Inn and Suites Hotel. This hotel had significant roof damage resulting in disruptive water leaks in the top floor rooms. In the fall of 2025, the hotel completed a comprehensive roof repair, replacing damaged wood and resolving related structural issues. Thanks to these efforts, the property is now better protected and guests can enjoy a safer, more comfortable stay. The next highlight I want to share is the Comfort Inn, which is also a transformational grant. At the Comfort Inn, they recently completed major upgrades throughout all 63 rooms. They installed new modern flooring and advanced RFID room locks that not only provide added security, but also work seamlessly with the hotel's mobile app. These improvements give the entire property a fresh, contemporary feel and ensure that guests enjoy their stay. Okay, the last grant I'd like to highlight is an impact grant for Aha Sushi located in Saratoga Square. This is an independent restaurant. Aha Sushi recently completed a series of renovations. New tile flooring was installed throughout the entire space, giving it a fresh and modern look. Along with new floors, the restaurant also upgraded its plumbing system and air conditioning unit. Okay, in February 2023, the Village Board approved an amendment to the Small Business Capital Investment Grant Program to allow 2 larger $50,000 transformational grants, which is what we're presenting here tonight. The selection committee is comprised of Trustee Karen Thorstensen, Planning and Zoning Chairman Jim Sula, and Amber Aparcido, Chairperson of the Gurnee Chamber of Commerce. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Nick Phillips. He was an original member of the selection committee whose work has taken him outside of Gurnee and has stepped down from this committee. We are grateful for his contributions and are pleased to welcome Amber as the Chamber's representative. Today, we will be recommending 1 transformational grant for your approval. The reason for this is because the facade improvement at Gurnee East Point in April 2024 did not go through with their project by the 18-month deadline, which is passed in November. The selection committee decided to reallocate those funds and open an application period this winter to award 1 grant. The funds for the proposed project were previously budgeted and set aside, so no additional funding is being requested from the village board in order to award this grant. 4 projects were received for this round of transformational grants. The committee and staff have reviewed the applications and recommended the following award. Top Shelf Ice Arena is being recommended for an additional transformational grant. They have previously received 2 transformational grants and 2 impact grants, which I will discuss in more detail on the next slide. Top Shelf Ice Arena serves both the hockey community and the general public through a wide range of programs and services. As home to the Vipers hockey program, one of the largest youth hockey organizations in Illinois, it offers year-round public skating, learn-to-skate classes, assisted and adaptive skating, women's and men's leagues, summer camps, tournaments, and community-focused recreational programming. They continue to grow their programming and have been an entertainment destination for Gurnee Mills and Lake County as a whole. This slide highlights the transformational impact grants that Top Shelf Ice Arena has received to date. The first was an impact grant awarded for implementing a new IT system. The second and third were both transformational grants of $50,000. These grants supported major capital improvements such as the purchase of new compressors, HVAC units, and water heaters. I'd like to note an amendment to the third grant enabled the emergency purchase of a new Zamboni after their previous machine broke down. And then the fourth grant used the remaining impact funds to fix the ice rink over the summer. This project was necessary for Top Shelf Ice Arena to reopen the ice rink in time for the start of the September hockey season. Okay, there were many capital projects mentioned in their recent application from Top Shelf Ice Arena. The Transformational Grant Committee strongly recommended awarding this grant for item number 9, being the configuration of the mall entrance for an NHL-themed shop by adding an interior entrance to the mall, especially with a unique retail destination like an NHL-themed shop. This project will greatly enhance the vibrancy and activity in this part of the mall. Recipients of the grant are required to enter into this agreement with the village and commit to completing the entire project. Projects are usually expected to be finished within 18 months of the grant award. However, staff proposes extending the timeline to 24 months for this initiative because of its size and the number of entities involved. Funds will be distributed after the project is finished and paid receipts are submitted as long as the recipient remains in good standing with the village. On behalf of the selection committee, staff recommend awarding 1 transformational grant at $50,000 to Top Shelf Ice Arena for property located at 6152 Grand Avenue, Gurnee, Illinois. Again, thank you to the selection committee, Trustee Karen Thorstensen, Planning and Zoning Chairman Jim Sula, and Amber, Chairperson of the Gurnee Chamber of Commerce, for their help with this grant. Thank you so much for your time and consideration of this transformational grant. I'd be happy to answer any questions regarding the grant. Additionally, we have Kurt Carlson from Top Shelf Ice Arena in the audience today, in case you have any additional questions. Thank you.
I know this is item 1 on our new business, so I think as part of the discussion, I believe Kurt has some comments I think he'd like to make. So you don't have to make them right now, Kurt. We'll just go to our item 1 unless there's some questions for Matt. Anybody have any questions for Matt? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor.
Also, we don't have anything for the committee of the whole, so we need a motion to cancel.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee O'Brien. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, on to item 1. Approval of ordinance 2026-05, authorizing the execution of an amendment to Small Business Capital Investment Grant Agreement with Top Shelf Ice Arena, LLC, for property located at 6152 Grand Avenue, Gurnee. For starters, we'll just take a motion, and then for the discussion period, I'll invite Mr. Carlson up to make a comment. So is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by trustee Ross, second by trustee Thorstensen. Mr. Carlson, if you'd like to step up and make comment.
Good evening. Sorry, my glasses here. Good evening, Mayor Hood, trustees, members of the village team. Before discussing the concept itself, I'd like to begin with something just a little bit more important. I saw, like the rest of us, all the figures and all the numbers and of all the different grants that have been provided by the village to and invested in the village, invested in the businesses. And I just want to say on behalf of Top Shelf Ice Arena, Samantha and I are here, and we're deeply grateful for the village's confidence in selecting Top Shelf Ice Arena as a recipient of this grant. We don't view it as a transaction. We view it as trust. That trust carries responsibility, and we are to steward that asset thoughtfully, to operate with integrity, and to ensure that every enhancement serves the broader community. We're very mindful of what our job is with respect to that community asset. We're proud to be a part of this village, and we take seriously the privilege of contributing to its success. With that spirit in mind, I'd like to briefly outline this measured enhancement to the rink. It looks way bigger on the big screen than it did on my computer. It is a modest integrated hockey retail component at the front end of the facility itself. But it is not a departure from the rink's mission. It's a reinforcement of it. The rink's mission is to remain an ice rink. Everything we do there is to make it more accessible to the community. The Top Shelf serves thousands of families through the youth hockey, skating programs, tournaments, as Matt pointed out, all of the adaptive programs that go through there and all the tournaments. This proposed retail space would provide convenient access to the equipment, apparel, and related goods that directly support all of those activities. And it would be an accessory in nature to what we have going on there. It's not in addition to the footprint, it's part of the existing footprint. So it's architecturally already integrated into the existing structure. Importantly, the concept, and I think this is perhaps most importantly, the concept includes establishing a controlled interior connection to the mall corridor. Ingress and egress between the rink, the bar and grill, and the mall would all flow through that retail space. How many of us have been to Disney World? I mean, this is the idea here. And it'll be in a controlled manner. That's important because, as you all know, we have youth hockey programs throughout the summer. We have kids running around all over the place at all different times, not always fully supervised by their parents. We do have the bar and grill. So the gate has been down for containment purposes, for security purposes, for safety purposes. This will provide a really good containment vehicle. It enhances the pedestrian circulation. It improves supervision and visibility of the youth movement through the facility. It provides weather-protected access to the mall through the winter months. It encourages thoughtful cross-traffic between the rink visitors and the surrounding businesses that are, all throughout the mall there. So it is definitely an integration strategy, not an expansion strategy. From an economic standpoint, the enhancement increases the dwell time in the mall and around the mall, strengthens the sustainability of the rink, basically the bar and grill, the retail store. Everything is designed to feed the giant monster that is the equipment that resides in that rink. The prior transformational grants, we didn't have a picture of a before and after from those grants because it wouldn't be sexy. It was machinery, giant machinery that failed, that either failed or was destroyed or damaged. And so a before and after would look like, the bottom of a ship that has an engine compartment. This looks a little bit more like tangible. You can see where the money is going to go in concept. It doesn't alter. In terms of the merchandise, if the NHL team merchandise is carried, it would be sourced exclusively through properly licensed distributors. The store would not represent itself as an official NHL affiliate absent some formal authorization, and all compliance obligations would remain with the retailer. And again, I think we're talking about a time frame to get things done. As Matt alluded to, all those things need to come together. The proposal doesn't alter zoning, doesn't materially increase vehicle traffic. It just makes the most of that vehicle traffic for the businesses and the surrounding businesses. So this is an incremental improvement rooted in stewardship in trying to maintain this rink as it exists and investing in its future. Allows us to stabilize it, strengthen the community asset, and ensuring that Top Shelf remains a viable, vibrant, and worthy place for the village to continue to place its trust in it. So we look forward to working collaboratively with the village to refine the concept, ensure alignment with the long-term planning objectives, and we want to thank you sincerely for the continued partnership and the confidence that you have placed in us, not just now, but throughout our stewardship of this rink. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson. So to my right, any questions or comments? To my left, any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Carlson. Great job. On to item 2, approval of ordinance 2026.
06.
Granting a zoning map amendment pursuant to the Gurnee zoning ordinance of 1125 North Delaney Road, Ganfield Therapeutics. Pat.
Sure. So this is a property on up there, Delaney and 41 behind the gas station that previously housed Ganfield Therapeutics. Property is currently O1. The property to the north, east, and west is C3. To the south is R3. With that O1 zoning, the property's been vacant now for 18 months, been trying to sell it. That has hampered their ability to sell the property a little bit. So they have requested that it be reverted back to C3. So in 1999, it was CS2, which is comparable to today's C3. It was rezoned in 99 to O1. Now they're looking to go back to C3. They've had interest from uses such as medical, dental, veterinary practices, which would fit with, would be consistent with the corridor's character, and the C3 designation just makes that easier for those uses. So that's the request before you. Like I said, the zoning on 3 sides is already C3, R3 to the south, so shouldn't be a huge impact on the area with that rezoning change.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Baumus, second by trustee O'Brien. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Motion carries. Item 3, approval of ordinance 2026,
07.
authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding to become a member of the Lake County Sheriff's Office Special Investigations Group. Pat.
Sure. Chief Gaughan's going to walk us through this one.
Thank you. Previous to 2018, the Gurnee Police Department was a founding member of the Lake County Metropolitan Enforcement Group, Lake County MEG. We've spent probably a good 20, 25 years as part of that organization with a full-time member in MEG. Around 2017, 2018, we reassessed the different task force that we were in and decided to convert to the DEA. So we had an agent that came out of MEG and went into the DEA for several years. Soon after COVID, civil unrest, that spot became vacant because of manpower issues, among others, and it's been vacant ever since for probably the last 5 years. We have reevaluated all the different task force, Lake County MEG, we've met with them, we've met with other federal agencies, along with the Sheriff's Office, and what is before you is the approval for an MOU to be part of the Lake County Special Investigations Group. So what that is the sheriff's office started it probably about 7 years ago. They had the Lake County, they call it Lake County SIG. They've had that for well over 10 years, but in the last 7 years, they got a HIDTA designation. So what that is, a high-intensity drug trafficking area program. What that allows them to do, that brings them under a federal umbrella. So it's actually part of a federal task force now. They're filled with over 7, 8 different federal agencies, which include the FBI, the ATF, the DEA, and 12 other local agencies, surrounding agencies around here. Each one has a full-time member. It doesn't cost the agency anything. They outfit the officer. They give them a vehicle. They give them, excuse me, training. And the only thing that we provide is the officer and his basic salary. They also reimburse, because it is a federal task force, up to $22,000 of overtime reimbursement throughout the year. And along with that, the task force, they really go after drugs, guns, gangs, human trafficking, money laundering. There is no immigration enforcement involved with this, although there are federal agencies involved, but there is none of that, just to bring that up. The officer is deputized and is indemnified by the sheriff's office and falls under their umbrella. I think that's the gist of it. And so all that is required is an MOU from the village.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee O'Brien, second by trustee Ross. Questions or comments to my left? All right, trustee O'Brien.
I did see that they're going to be issued their own body-worn cameras and that all the FOIAs will go through that department. But does that mean that they have to change their outfit or something if they leave here and go on a project?
Good question. So no, they'll just have a second body camera. So unless they go into an undercover role, they have a couple different roles there, an overt and a covert role. If they go into an undercover role, then they would be using they'd have the body camera, and they wouldn't work any overtime with us or any special details. If they are not in an undercover role, they can come back to our agency, and if they want to work an overtime detail or work out at Gurnee days, they would do that with just our body camera on at that point.
Thank you.
All right, roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Torstenson.
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Motion carries. On to item 4, approval of ordinance 2026.
08.
Adding one Class 1 liquor license by amending Section 6-56 of Article 2 of Chapter 6 of the Gurnee Municipal Code, entitled Alcoholic Beverages, Point Pancake House, 1952 North, US 41. Ed.
Sure. So the Point would like to offer Bloody Marys and mimosas in the morning with their menu. So they applied for a Class 1 liquor license, which allows the sale of alcoholic liquor for consumption on premises or sold, and then also permits to-go mixed drinks, so long as it's in line with state statute. Police department did the background check, found nothing to preclude the license, so it is before you for consideration.
Right. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Thorstensen, second by trustee Balmas. Questions or comments to my left? Questions or comments to my right? Nope. Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Torstenson.
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Motion carries. Item 5, approval of engineering division recommendation to award the Estes Region Water Main Improvements Project to the low bidder, Everlast Blacktop, at a cost of $4,313,068.07. Yeah.
Sure. So talked about the upcoming capital program. This summer, the big water main project, in addition to some on Fuller Road, is over here in the Estes area. So you've got about a little over 2,100 feet of 8-inch water main, and then 6,700 feet of 6-inch water main that needs to be replaced. It's cast iron water main, original to the system. Engineering division went out to bid and opened those bids on Monday, May 9th. 4 companies responded. The pricing ranged from $4.3 million to $4.9 million. Everlast Blacktop was a low bidder at just over $4.3 million. You hear Blacktop, wondering why they bid on an underground job. Nick checked references. They do underground work as well as blacktopping. References check back good, so we haven't used them in town for underground project, but based on Nick's discussion with the references, he feels comfortable. Obviously, we'll have an engineer out there on site overseeing all the work that takes place. So that being said, recommended to go with the low bidder, Everlast Blacktop, at the $4,313,068.07 for the Estes water main replacement project upcoming this summer.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee
Second.
O'Brien, second by trustee Garner. Any questions to my left? My right? Roll call, please.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Torstenson.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. On to the last item is public comment. As I said in the beginning, this public comment is on any item that's not on the agenda. It'll be for a period of up to 60 minutes at 3 minutes per person. This one will be a little unusual in that I'll be introducing two trustees first. That won't cut into the 60 minutes. They have their public comment, and then we'll invite any of the public that would like to step up to the microphone and state your name. Couple things. One is that you can refrain from applause if there's two opposing sides. That tends to feel a little bit like bullying at times, so I appreciate if you don't applaud anybody's particular comments. And also just with reference to, I'm going to try to, if 3 minutes or a little bit over, I'm not going to be totally religious about that. I understand that you have comments to make, but at the same time, just trying to be mindful of everybody's time here tonight. So I'll just begin with Trustee Ross. It's my understanding that you have a comment that you'd like to make, so please go ahead.
Okay. This is not a political statement, but a humanitarian one. I want to address an issue that has been heavy on my heart and heavy on the hearts of many in our community. I'm speaking both as a trustee and a lifetime resident of Gurnee. It is time that we make a clear and unambiguous statement about the conduct of federal agents within the village of Gurnee. We have seen bands of masked and unidentified agents acting in a reckless and threatening manner throughout the country. This is not an abstract concept to us here. This fall, only a few short yards from where we are tonight, we saw a group of agents conduct themselves in a manner that not only threatened the safety of our community, but created fear in our children. As a mother and a retired teacher, my heart aches for what these children are experiencing. I'm very proud of the Gurnee Police Department. Our officers are well-trained and conduct themselves in a respectful and professional manner. I have confidence in our department and their ability to work to create a safe environment for our community. Our department cooperates with federal agencies when it's within the bounds of the U.S. Constitution and the laws of the state of Illinois. The police department was not notified of the unsafe pursuit by the agents that ended at the high school, nor would they have conducted it in that manner. Gurnee has a large and vibrant immigrant community. Every person should be treated with respect and dignity. It doesn't matter if they're legal residents or undocumented residents. If they commit a crime or make a mistake, they should always be treated with respect. They are our neighbors and friends. If an arrest is necessary, it should be conducted with a warrant and in a safe manner. Federal agents need to be unmasked, identified, equipped with body-worn cameras, fully trained, and conduct themselves in a manner consistent with the high standards demonstrated by the Gurnee Police Department. So specifically, I'm asking that the village attorney Winter consult with staff and other communities that have enacted statements or ordinances, then prepare a draft statement that is both legal and unambiguous regarding this matter. I hope that that statement can be prepared for discussion and a vote at our next regularly scheduled board meeting, March 2nd. I want everyone to know that we seek to follow the Constitution and the state and the laws of the state. but we are compassionate and seek to create an environment in which all of our residents can feel safe and thrive. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ. Trustee Thorson, I believe you're next.
Last month, we remembered Martin Luther King Jr. with a proclamation. One of his quotes that I cherish is, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." I'm choosing to speak out against ICE, and I will not be silent. This is intentionally not posted for social media by me. Rather, this is me defining my purpose as a trustee and my responsibility. Residents have asked the Village of Gurnee to make an official statement against ICE's inhumane efforts. I too would like to see Gurnee take a lead role. These actions might include a statement to denounce ICE's inhumane actions, to establish ICE-free zones to protect the community, or to provide an outreach process working with churches or other community organizations as a means to assist the targeted Hispanic residents, acknowledging their concerns living in fear of being accosted or hurt by ICE. In November, the Aurora City Council unanimously passed an ordinance prohibiting ICE agents from using city-owned property, including buildings, parking lots, and parks. This was in response to ICE, who camped out across the street from their schools and targeted families. Let's study one of the many municipality ordinances to see if we can make it work for Gurnee. Our high school youth have begun participating in peaceful protests. Let's help to ensure that all protesters would be safe. I encourage Gurnee to take actions now and not let us be the next target with no plans in place. We need to ensure a safe community for all residents. I stand with members of the community. One's race, skin color, or accent does not define a resident or a person, and I look forward to representing Gurnee, a village that leads and helps all residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. So, Trustee, any other trustee didn't come up to me and ask me, well, that doesn't stop you from talking. So is there another trustee that would like to make a statement? And then not, then we'll go to the public. Okay. So if anybody from the public would like to step up to the microphone, you may do so and state your name.
My name is David Ross, 945 Charles Avenue. I've been a resident of Gurnee for the past 51 years. Plus, I know all of you very well and have known you for many years. I know your hearts are full of kindness, compassion, and generosity. And it's time that you act that way. Need to speak loudly and proudly about who we are as a community. And probably actions it would take probably would not make any difference in what happens on the street. But it makes a difference to a lot of the people who live in this community. And it reminded me, sitting here tonight, of a classic story of love and compassion. There was a father and son who went for a walk on a beach after a terrific storm the night before. The beach was littered with hundreds and hundreds of starfish. The little boy would walk along every few feet, grab a starfish, and fling it into the ocean. After a few times of this, the father said, "Why are you doing this? It's rather pointless because there's so many starfish out here." But the boy reached down then and grabbed another one and flung it into the ocean and said, it mattered to that starfish. So maybe actions by the village board won't have a grand global effect, but it does have an impact on a few people. And I think we need to be compassionate and bold in our actions. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dave. Counselor came out in you.
You know, Tom, I do have something I would like to say.
All right.
Is that okay?
You bet.
You know, if one of us is not safe, none of us are safe. Doesn't matter what race you are, what culture you come from, and that includes those who are here illegally. There's a reason why they want to come to this country. And it's our duty to make sure that we have a country that someone wants to come to. And we don't do that by taking advantage of people as we have been doing. Thank God everybody has a cell phone with a camera these days, so you know, the lie is exposed. We all know it. It's right in front of our eyes. So, you know, if you're here illegally, I agree, you have a personal problem. But you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. And that's the country that I knew America to be. But of late, that's not the case. And for us to sit back and be silent in the face of it says something I think we don't want to say. Because silence is complicit. And, you know, it's one of those things where I was speaking to to someone who was Hispanic, and they were telling me about the problem that they were having and their fears. And I said to them, you know, now you understand what black people have been talking about all these years. And I'll tell everybody in this room, you may not be black, you may not be Hispanic, but if you keep this up, it's going to be you too. And this is what we're here to protect. We need to make sure that everybody who walks this soil is safe. And so, you know, to sit back and think, well, you know, it's out of our lane, it's out of our league, it's, you know, we shouldn't have, you know, it's not going to matter anyway, it's the federal government against us. You stick your head up and be counted for the right things. Because if enough of us stand up, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. So I say, you know, within the realm of the law, we stand up and let our opinions be heard. Because right is right and wrong is wrong in the end.
All set? Okay. Anybody else from the public that would like to make a statement? Okay, motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by trustee Baumus, second by trustee O'Brien. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned.